Imagine watching an entire airport rise from nothing, not in months, not in weeks, but in just 4 days. Bulldozers tearing into the earth, trucks racing across a battlefield, soldiers hammering steel plates into the ground as enemy gunfire echoes in the distance. It sounds impossible, yet during World War II, it happened. And it changed the course of the war. The story begins in 1944, just after the Allies land in Normandy, as troops push deeper into France. A brutal truth becomes clear: the front line is moving faster than the supply lines can keep up. Tanks need fuel, pilots need runways, and soldiers need air support that can reach them. But the nearest established airfields are too far away. Every extra mile costs time, and in war, time costs lives. Engineers face a massive problem. They can't wait weeks to build traditional concrete runways. The battlefront is shifting every day. The German army is retreating, but only just. If the Allies lose momentum, the enemy will reinforce, reorganize, and make the war bloodier and longer. Commanders need airfields, and they need them now. So a radical solution emerges: build temporary airports directly behind the advancing army, and build them fast enough that planes can land within days. That idea becomes the birth of the advanced landing grounds. Improvised airstrips created from raw rolls of steel matting and sheer determination. One of the most dramatic examples unfolds on a field in northern France. Engineers arrive at sunrise to nothing but grass, mud, craters, and wreckage. Within minutes, bulldozers are roaring. They flatten ground, fill shell holes, and carve out a path long enough for fighter planes. Trucks dump thousands of sheets of perforated metal called Marston matting. Teams race to lock them together, transforming muddy soil into a runway strong enough to handle a fully fueled P-47 Thunderbolt. Day turns into night. Soldiers work in shifts, barely stopping to rest. Mechanics set up 10 hangars. Fuel crews build makeshift storage tanks from scavenged supplies. Radio operators wire communications posts using whatever they can find. Despite exhaustion, everyone understands the stakes. Every hour they save means fewer Allied casualties on the front. Lined out by the fourth morning, a miracle becomes real. The first Allied fighters thunder down the brand new runway, wheels lifting off the steel plates as the engineers step back to watch their work take flight. Literally, within hours, the airfield becomes a fully operating hub. Planes land, refuel, repair, and launch again in constant rhythm. What seemed impossible days earlier is now providing the air cover that will push the Allies across France. That 4-day airport helps break German defensive lines, supports ground troops, and keeps the advance alive. It becomes one of dozens of rapid-build airfields that allow the Allies to move forward faster than the enemy can regroup. But the story isn't just about engineering. It's about solving the real problem of World War II: speed. The Allies didn't win just because of numbers or weapons. They won because they adapted. They solved the logistical nightmare that had crippled armies for centuries. They figured out how to bring air power anywhere, anytime, at a pace no military had ever seen. And the solution they created, mobile airfields, reshaped warfare forever. It proved that innovation doesn't always come from the front lines. Sometimes it comes from the people working through the night, laying steel in the mud, turning chaos into possibility. The airport built in just 4 days stands as a testament to what humans can do when the pressure is immense and failure isn't an option. It wasn't just a runway. It was a lifeline, a turning point, a reminder that in the darkest moments of history, the impossible becomes possible. One steel plate, one shovel of dirt, one determined worker at a time.